Worldwide. My name is Monroe Mann. I'm the founder of Breakdiving. Don't wait for opportunities to float to the surface. Dive in, make your own big breaks in life. Today we're talking about marketing, specifically how to market a local business. And I'm doing this as both a service to help any of you who are trying to market a local business, but also I figured maybe I can get some good ideas from you guys who come in here. And I also figured just by me shooting the breeze and talking about the situation, I might be able to find a solution. So, what's the solution? Well, first, what's the problem? I want to do local marketing for breakdiving, and I want to create a local outdoor club here in White Plains, New York. I want to create a local cash flow club talking about money, finance, and investing, a local fluency project club where we're talking about finances and personal thises and that's. And then finally, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was creating a local group for, I can't remember what it is, finance. Oh, an outdoor club. I think it was like finance, outdoor club. And that's so weird that I can't even remember the other ones. Maybe that's the first thing about marketing we need to do. So anyway, what are we going to talk about? Maybe some of you have tried to do LinkedIn ads, Facebook ads, and recently I just tried to do Reddit ads. Spent about $45. I thought that the Reddit ads was going to be very effective because I thought that I was going to be able to really target the precise people in this local New York City area, and didn't work. Got a lot of clicks. Got about 100 clicks for the $40. It was like 50 cents a click, but didn't get anybody to sign up. And so that is the big problem with modern advertising is there's so much saturation. About 25 years ago, you could take out a small 2-inch by 2-inch ad. What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about marketing a local small business. And how do you do that today in this modern world? It's really hard. And I was just saying, you could spend money on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn ads, Reddit ads. You're going to spend a lot of money and you're probably not going to get very good results. So I'm doing this live stream here on the Breakdiving channel because I want to solve with you guys how the heck do you do local small business marketing in this modern world, because it's really, really hard. And the answer is not millions of dollars. I was just talking to somebody earlier today, and the truth is, even if I had a budget of $1 million, I could probably spend that in a month and probably wouldn't have any success. It would just be a waste of $1 million. So, by the way, what's up, Top Facts? I'm doing well. Better now that you guys are all here. Thank you for the likes. Double click. Please subscribe. We've got a wonderful community at breakdiving.io. You can also download our mobile app. It's a motivational global community of winners. We're close to releasing about a week a brand new version of the app on Android and Apple. So my challenge to you and to myself is to figure out how to do local marketing without spending lots of money on these social media platforms that don't really end up bringing the right people to your business or whatever you're doing. By the way, I'm cooking here. I'm cooking a little. It's done. My little pizza. Let me take that thing out. Oh, it's a little smoky. Let me pull out my pizza while we're talking about marketing. I'm trying to figure out how to find local people who want to be a part of an investment club, people who want to be a part of a foreign language club, people who want to become part of a outdoor club, and people who just want to be a part of a group of people getting together and talking about, hey, let's make our month as productive as it can possibly be. So how do you do that if you don't want to spend wasted dollars on LinkedIn, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok? I was talking to somebody today who works in marketing, and I asked the same question. I said, how the heck do you market something in the modern world without spending massive amounts of money and without wasting it on these social media platforms? And she said very quickly, she said, you've got to do short videos. So what's up, Israel Hernandez? How are you? Samantha Flores, Preston. I think that's not a bad idea. Creating a big roster of 30 to 60-second short videos talking about these various different things. The issue is, though, and this is the problem, it's hard to create these short video. Like, I can create short videos here on YouTube, on TikTok, but you don't have geo-targeting. Like right now, there are 8 people here watching on this YouTube Live. You guys could be anywhere in the world. So what this woman was telling me is good. I think it's a low-cost way to probably get people to join is by creating a massive number of shorts. And so I'm actually going to write that down, grab my pen, and just write that, create shorts, because of course my pen, it doesn't work. Let's get another pen. Round 2. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, create shorts. So if you create lots of shorts, you're going to get more people. Like, look at this. Me just doing a YouTube Live, it started out with 0 people for 5 minutes. Then we had 25. Then we had like 12. Then we went up to 19. Now we're down to 4. We've got 3 likes. Okay, great. I'm reaching out to people all around the world, though. So if I do YouTube Lives and I do TikToks and TikTok Live, and even if I do short videos, I'm going to reach more people. But the problem is I'm not going to reach local people necessarily. And so while that's a good marketing solution in general for me to do YouTube Shorts and TikTok Shorts, if I want to get people locally in my city to join breakdiving, and I'm not talking about joining this YouTube channel, I'm talking about downloading the mobile app, joining us on the website, and becoming part of our local city group, such as the local Cash Flow Club, local Outdoor Club, the local Startup Club, the local Fluency Project Club. I got to come up with some other options. I can do flyers, go to Kinko's, FedEx Kinko's, and print out flyers and hand them out. I'm going to write that down because we're doing brainstorming here. And I guess I could walk around and just give flyers to every single person that I meet. Certainly not very targeted. I have no idea who these people are. I have no idea if these people are interested in any of the things that we are doing and that I'm doing. Again, I'm trying to specifically market a local investment club, language club, outdoor club, and startup club. So I got to find, where do I find those people? Where do I find people in my city who are interested in starting a business, who are interested in improving their finances, interested in practicing foreign languages, and interested in doing stuff outdoors? Now, another solution is I could join some of those other groups. Like a lot of times, if you just ask AI, how do I market things locally? They'll tell you join a meetup group, join a local Facebook group. But joining a local meetup group or joining a local Facebook group and then using it specifically for the purpose of marketing your own services, it's not really couth. It's not really the way to do it. What's up, Israel Hernandez? By the way, anyone who's watching, and I say anyone because there's only one person watching right now, I'm just talking about different ways you can market local businesses or something you're doing locally. Because I'm trying to do that with break diving here in White Plains, New York right now, and I'm figured let me just talk it out with the people on YouTube Live, because maybe I will come up with some interesting ideas. I'm also looking for a knife so that I could cut the little tiny personal pizza that I just created. All right. So this is my little, it's my post-dinner because I'm still hungry. So this flyers, it's weird. It's like, what has happened to the world? Like, it is so hard to come up with marketing solutions these days that don't involve social media. And frankly, it's driving me absolutely crazy. It's frustrating and it's annoying. And I'm determined to figure out a way around it. But it's hard to come up with those ideas. I guess just with anything with marketing and sales, you need to think about, well, what is it that you're selling? So if I break down each of those groups, so if I think of the outdoor club, where are people likely to be who would be interested in an outdoor club? I probably got to find people who are doing stuff outdoors. I need to maybe go to a local swimming pool, go to a local skate park, maybe go to a local place where people go biking. For investment, for people who are interested in investing, now that's a harder topic. Where the heck do you find people who are interested in investing? Isn't that everybody? You would think so, but there are a lot of people who just have no interest in money. So one possibility is going to a local bookstore. I was realizing if I go to the local bookstore and go to the finance section, I'm writing this down. That's a good idea. Go to Barnes & Noble in White Plains and in New York City. If I go to the finance section in Barnes & Noble and I strike up conversations with people there, that is a possibility. What about people who are interested in foreign languages? Same thing. I could probably go to the foreign language department of the local bookstores. I'm trying to think of what. I guess I could go to the library and pass out flyers. Go to the library and pass out flyers. That's another idea. And then what was the other thing? Oh, startup club. Where do you find people who are interested in starting a business? And again, this comes full circle about this is why people want to advertise on Facebook or advertise on Reddit, because purportedly you can find the exact people that you need. The problem is you may spend a lot of money and get lots of clicks, but not get people to actually join what you were trying to do. And that's the issue. I wish there were a way to do shorts on YouTube or shorts on TikTok and have them focus on a local group, a local area. Now, technically, supposedly, if you put certain things in your title, when people are searching, then that will help. For those of you joining right now, we're talking about local marketing for businesses. That could potentially work if you create shorts or you create videos and you put that city's name in it, White Plains Investment Club, learning how to invest in White Plains, or hang out with other people in White Plains. What's up, Shayla Williams? How are you? Maybe that'll work. But I'm telling you, it is hard these days. It is really hard to create local buzz for a local business or a local club. Even if you have a storefront, you know that field of dreams, if you build it, they will come. You could rent out a storefront and people walk by. There's no guarantee people are coming in. But that's a possibility as well. That's another way. How do you market a local business? Is create a local storefront. Is that something I could do for break diving? Maybe rent a local storefront? I could. But that's a big financial risk. Also requires lots of time to be there. That doesn't make sense for me to do right now because I'm working full-time during the day at my job. So I'd have to hire somebody else to go be there. I don't know. Again, maybe I could just hire somebody to go hang and hand out flyers. That is the tried and true way. They've been doing that for millennia, where they're handing out, hear ye, hear ye. And they talk on the local soapbox and talk about what the latest and greatest is. Maybe handing out the flyers is really the best solution. So in summary of what we've come up with so far is we can create some shorts on YouTube and TikTok. You could create flyers and hand them out. You can go to a local bookstore like Barnes & Noble and go to the various sections that might be related to prospective customers and talk to them. You can go to the library, same thing, and talk to people there. So far, that's really the only ideas that I can come up with. And the other alternatives are doing ads on Reddit or on Meta or elsewhere. So anyway, I guess that's basically it. I'm just going to finish this last piece of this pizza and then sign off here. But I think this was a good chat. If I benefited from it, I'm sure some of you did if you guys are trying to start your own business. But you really think your marketing options these days are relatively limited. Creating shorts and or making posts on social media, doing regular paper flyers, going to local bookstore or the library and handing out or flyers and talking to people, or paying for ads on social media, which unless they are done very, very well, will bleed your marketing budget dry immediately, so quickly. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to avoid you having to lose all of your marketing budget and then have absolutely nothing to show for it. Because, what's up, Shayla? I don't want you to have nothing to show for your marketing. But unfortunately, that's what marketing does these days. It just takes, there's so much saturation. There's so much competition that it is impossible, virtually impossible, to get through all of the noise. "25 years ago, you could take out a small 2-inch by 3-inch ad in the newspaper and you get phone calls. It doesn't happen anymore. So anyway, if any of you guys after watching this have any thoughts or ideas or questions, leave them in the comments, because I want to help you guys figure it out, just as I'm trying to figure it out. So thank you so much for your time. Please, if you haven't, download the Breakdiving mobile app. Go to breakdiving.io. You can join us there as well. And remember the Breakdivers Creed: no rules, no excuses, no